Oh yeah, Love Them Knives channel. What are we talking about? We're talking about knives. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Yeah, I know, it's blue. I had a choice, tan, blue, whatever, so I got the blue one. Why not? Look cool. And I got this in the mail the other day, and I've been messing with it. And I'll tell you what, you saw my video on the Immortal, and that got sold off, so we could afford to buy this and review this on my channel. And this, personally, I like better. The Immortal was really cool. I mean, what a primitive, like, gladius sword type design, and almost a 4-inch blade and all that kind of stuff. But hold on to your hats, boys. This is a 5.5-inch blade. This is insane. It really is. I mean, I'll prove it to you. I'm sorry. We're like 5 5/8 inch blade. So what's that, like? Oh my God. 14 centimeters. It's over a foot long. Paching, like 3/8 of an inch over a foot, which is like 31.5 centimeters. How about them eggs? I'll tell you what, I mean, it's got the triad lock, which I have, said stuff about, good and bad, a lot of bad, that people have come to me and said, here's the deal though. It's a hell of a strong lock, which I do not disagree with. And they made really good arguments and kind of changed my mind on it. You guys have kind of convinced me. It's like, cold steel knives are not, I was going to say sissy knives or whatever. They're real tough use, real world type knives. They're designed for that. I mean, this is just like, these are the bad boys of the knife world in a way. They don't joke around. They're not artsy. Although I love the designs they do because they're so in your face and so crazy. And they'll step out and do some stuff that just, other people would just shake their heads and go, what? But that's what I like about them. And the triad lock, they're going, hey, dude, but here's the thing. This lock will not fail. And what if you're out and you have to strap a pole onto this and make this into a spear or whatever? I mean, that lock's going to hold up. And you know what? You're right. Absolutely right. Yes, this is going to be a knife that would be tough for somebody who was elderly with hand or, arthritic hands or problems like that. So I guess, you've got the market of people who are adventurers, outdoorsy, very active, and use a knife with a great deal of gusto and force and, all purpose, just in your face. And these knives will hold up to that kind of use and abuse. Yes, and you can go right hand, left hand, tip up, carry on this. I carried this the other night. I thought, this is insane because check it out. I mean, if you did the math, the length of this. It's almost a 7-inch handle. So you're going, you throw this in your pocket? Really? It's over a foot long when it's opened? Yes, and yes. And I put this in my pocket. I threw my leg over my motorcycle and rode and, ended up watching the game at the pub and sitting on a bar stool. And you'd think your legs are kind of up. You're in a higher seated position. This might poke. It doesn't. It disappeared in my pocket. Just my opinion, but it disappeared in my jeans pocket pretty well. And no, I didn't really take notice of it. Go figure. It's not a real tall knife like this, okay? So that's part of the way that it can be really unobtrusive in your pocket. Just an inch and 5/8 tall that way. And for a knife that's over a foot long, that's pretty slender. It's very slender. I'll tell you one thing. Another thing that I was really incredibly impressed with that I was messing with the other day. Check this out. Oh, yeah. I mean, this thing is wicked sharp. I mean, just lay it there and it'll devour the paper on its own. These things are so sharp when they come out. I'm totally impressed. I like this Frenzy. I mean, I don't like every knife. Hold on, let me wipe this down. It is a satin grind. Can we say that? I mean, I don't like every knife that comes out from every manufacturer. And there's a lot of cold steel knives I could live without. I get what strikes my fancy and then check it out. And this, the Frenzy. It's just so cool. I mean, this has got to be one of my favorite cold steel knives ever made. CTS XHP. I mean, you have some great steel here. And it doesn't really look like it'd be a big, huge pain in the rump to sharpen. And this thumb stud, you know, is, I think, removable. I haven't tried, but I know, you know, the screwdriver will fit in there. And I don't know if you're going to have to try and get over this when you sharpen with the stone. So, yeah, maybe you need to remove that if you're going to put it on your KME or fixed blade sharpening system. Don't know for sure, haven't got there yet, but this is a fun knife. You know, you don't get much in the box. You get the box. You get the box and you get this, you know, what it slides into. That's it. That's all you get, folks. I'm sorry. No paperwork, no extra stuff. But, wow. 12¼ inches overall. 5.7 ounces. Oh, well, let's take a look at this blade stock a little bit. Let's see what we got here. So it's over an 1/8 inch thick and 3 1/3 millimeters thick. So it's not 4 millimeter thick. Although, you know, you're coming from that thickness down to this cutting edge pretty quick here. So I don't think you need that. I think that's you know, I think they did well with deciding the thickness of the stock of the blade. Down here, you've got material for piercing if needed. Incredible slicer. Got this little fuller. It's, you know, and the pass through here on both sides for your thumb. And it's really accessible. That thumb stud is not a problem. It opens really good. I like this machined G10. If you can see, you got the grooves, the whoop-de-doos you're going through here. So there's grip there. G10, tough to make it look shabby, isn't it? It holds up really well. I like that. I like the design. I like this backspacer here. Okay, so it's a G10 backspacer. And this totally, it fully encloses that, that hole for your lanyard. But I mean, you got a 3-position bolted on pocket clip, and that thing slides right in your pocket. I mean, it does it. It doesn't catch it when you withdraw that. It doesn't to me, at least. It hadn't to me. I mean, I carried it. I haven't cut anything other than, you know, a couple pieces of paper now. But wow, it is wicked ass sharp. I did shave part of the hair off my arm, come to think of it. And wow, yeah, it's really sharp. Love the CTS XHP they've gone to. I like this design. It's crazy huge. Look at this. I mean, I don't have tiny hands by any means. I mean, you got real estate. I mean, you got a lot of real estate on there. Seriously, folks. You know, I mean, you got a 7-inch handle. It's crazy. Can we fit it all in the picture? It's absolutely nuts. Let's weigh it out. It's really not obtuse in the pocket. It's just amazing. I just laughed. 5.7 ounces. So, hey, it's over a foot long. You know? It's 162 grams. So, you know, it's normal EDC range of a knife that you would carry. It's not that heavy. It's not. But it's big and it's tough. Great lock. Not that horrible to disengage. It's getting better. I've really messed with this a lot. I've had this, I mean, as far as opening and closing, I'll just sit there and kind of do this a bit. And, you know, I have left it like that for a while. And, you know, over time, this will loosen up and be a lot better. I think the worst release is some of your first releases on this lock. And after that, it's getting better. Not as good as that Vaquero I had, that one that was the high polished G10, the expensive one that they made with shiny bolsters. That thing, you could push that and that blade would just drop. This, no, not yet, but maybe someday. And I guess it's, you know, you're looking at the long term. These knives are meant to go the distance. Yeah, I like that satin. Woo! But I'm very impressed with this knife. I think it's a blast. It's just so in your face. It's so crazy. I mean, obviously, self-defense weapon, God, it'd be horribly wicked. I mean, it would just be devastating. Absolutely devastating. So, you know, cold steel. Anytime, anywhere, right? Whew. Yeah. This one, very light and easy to carry. But man, you can open that baby up, and when it's open, it ain't going to close on you. And sister, let me tell you, whoo, that's going to get after it. It really will. Nice. And, you know, they got different colors available. Good looking knife. I mean, what do they sell for? About 143 bucks. But, wow. Cool. You want to get the, I don't know what I didn't cover here. Right hand tip up manual, blah, blah, blah. Pause and read if you want to go to that. You know, inspired by Japanese. Sheep's foot blade. Wow. Just incredible. And there's your model number on there too. EDC. Made in Taiwan. What will they think of next? It's almost scary, isn't it? What those boys must dream about at night when they're doing these knives. Fun stuff, though. I like the fixed blades, too. But these are, you know, things you can actually slide in your pocket and yet have a knife that's just so big, so sharp, so tough. I don't know. I'm a convert now, I guess, to a degree of the Triad. And, I mean, just this overall style of knife, this design I really like. I like it better than the Immortal. I like it better than the Recon. I like it better than a lot of knives. And that's just a personal taste thing. It really is. A lot of people, they ain't going to carry a knife this big. But I don't know, you can. It's just a matter of, I'm glad they had the foresight and the interest to do a design like this. Really am. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Maybe you like it too. Maybe you're thinking about buying you one. Well, brother, let me tell you. I wouldn't hesitate. I like this a lot. I really do. And yeah. Absolutely. It's the frenzy, all right. You get this out, people will be in a frenzy to get the hell out of your way. Absolutely. And you know, you got that. You got you a knife. We love them knives. Yes, we do. Hey, stay with me. We got more things coming down the pike. Yes, we do. Stay sharp.